So I'm Amelia Harrington, and I've got Caitlin and Steph.
So I'm Caitlin, I'm Pure Innovations Disability Awareness Ambassador.
And Steph.
Hi everyone, my name is Steph. I'm the founder of the Butterfly Princess Initiative. If you want to find out more about my work or work with me, you can do. Just tap along to my Facebook page, the Butterfly Princess Initiative.
Awesome. I forgot to say as well, I'm the Community and Client Engagement Officer for Pure. So basically the plan is for these topics of conversation is every month there's going to be a new topic that could be seen as taboo subjects, but I want a professional and also client and other people's kind of thoughts, opinions and experiences with these subjects. So there can be anything like cervical screening, breast screening, prostate screening, safe sex, anything like that. And it's just basically to get the clients from Pure Innovations and other guys with disabilities and or autism to gain more knowledge on these subjects. So they've got the help and stuff like that, really. But I do advise that we are not professionals. So if anything happens or occurs that you're unsure about, definitely just seek GP advice because we are not medical.
So breast screening. What do you know about breast screening, Steph?
Well, luckily, only last week, because it is October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So last week I did an interview with a lady called Tracy Collard, who's the breast screening improvement lead for Bury, Bolton, Rochdale, Hayward and Middleton. So and I already know a lot about what the breast screening involves. So breast screening is offered to women aged 50, between 50 and 70, anyone below, and they're called up for screening every 3 years. Anyone above 71 and over can put themselves in for breast screening every 3 years. And again, this is a simple procedure again. Obviously, it is a bit uncomfortable because they take an X-ray of your breast. So you'll be taken into an X-ray room. So, and then you'll be asked to take your top off and your bra off. And then they place both your breasts in an X-ray machine so they can get a clear view of anything that's going on. Again, this isn't a test that's looking for cancer, it's just looking for changes in your cells or if anything nasty is going on.
Perfect. So have you ever had a breast screening before?
Obviously not, because I'm not of that age range, 50 to 70, but I know a lot of people who have had breast screening before.
Do you think it should be lowered, the age?
Again, yes, because yes, we've just heard about the tragic story of the singer Sarah Harding, the Girls Aloud singer. She was only 39 and she tragically died of breast cancer. So although it's only very, very rare that you develop breast cancer below the ages of 50 to 70. I think it's, now again, don't quote me on this, but I think 5% of women will develop breast cancer under the age of 40, and 1 in 8 women will develop breast cancer at some point in their lives. So again, it's really important that, we're checking our breasts when we can do for any changes and stuff like that.
And what would you say to someone who wants to check the breast? How would they check the breast?
So obviously, you can do this at certain times of the month. Obviously, if you're premenopausal like myself, I wouldn't recommend you check your breast when near to when your period's due, because obviously you've got hormones and things can become very lumpy and stuff. So I'd recommend that if you're a premenopausal woman, that you check your breasts like a week after your period is finished. So it's maybe best to stand in front of a mirror, whether it's in the bathroom or your bedroom, and you just with your breasts out. So, and then you just feeling for any lumps or bumps. It's really important to not just check your breast area, but also check under your arms for your lymph nodes. But it's also important for not just not just women to check their breasts, but obviously men can develop breast cancer as well. So it is very rare. 370 men are diagnosed with breast cancer each year, and 85 men die of breast cancer a year. So it's important that men check their chest area as well for any lumps or discharge or anything like that.
So what are the signs and symptoms of breast cancer?
Obviously, well, the most visible one is a lump. So that could be in your breast area or under your arms. But there are other symptoms as well to look out for, such as swelling, discharge, redness, soreness. Look at your nipple as well, your nipple area, or your can't pronounce the word, the alveoli area. You're checking out for any, change in shape, any change in size, or anything unusual.
Perfect. So what do you know of when you're actually getting the breast examination? What is it called, and what's the actual process of it?
So breast screening, the technical term for it is a mammogram. So depending if you're 50 to 70, you will get called automatically every 3 years, and then you will be invited to a health, it could be like a walking centre or a mobile van unit, or wherever has in your area that has the facility to carry out mammograms. And then it's just a simple x-ray. So it's because I've never had a breast screening before, but again, don't hold me to this, but apparently they place your breast into 2 metal-like plates, and this is where it can get uncomfortable, and the uncomfortableness also depends on the size of your breast. So if you're small-breasted or bigger breasted, and then they will squeeze that into the best possible position in order to get the best possible and the most clearest imagery of the inside of your breast.
And do you know if you can have somebody with you while doing the examination?
Yes, like for my interview with the Cancer Screening Improvement League, I learned that you can have somebody in with you for support. Obviously, you've got the radiographer, but if you've got like guard dogs or anything, they can't come into the actual X-ray room with you, but they can wait in the waiting area. And also, it's really important that you know that the radiographer will do their best to put you with T's as well.
Perfect. And do you know if there is a different procedure for somebody with disabilities or additional needs, or for somebody with cerebral palsy like you? Is there a different procedure, or is it all the same procedure?
Unfortunately not, no. Again, I'd like to illustrate that I've never had breast screening because of my age. But again, not to my knowledge, there isn't a different way round it for people with disabilities. Yeah, so like there's obviously there's various websites. So like the Breast Cancer UK, Cancer UK websites, or the cancer websites and stuff. And obviously, I don't know if there'll be anything in Stockport, but there's a really good, because I live in the Bury area, so from the lady that I interviewed as part of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, she works for Bury and Bolton and Rochdale Breast Screening Service, and they have a website and a Facebook page with lots of information about breast screening and what to look out for and what to expect. So they're the sort of good sources of information where people can get for support and advice.
Perfect.
Steph, what would you say to someone who's nervous about getting a breast screening?
Again, like what I said about the cervical screening, it's going to be uncomfortable, but breast screening can just save your life, because women are more at risk. A few statistics for you that I was researching in preparation for my Breast Cancer Awareness Month interview. It's for breast cancer is the fourth most common cancer in the UK. A woman is diagnosed in the UK with breast cancer every 10 minutes, and 55,000 women are die of breast cancer each year. So it is a big killer. So it's really important that you may be a bit nervous, but it's vitally important that when you are invited, you go for your breast screening appointment.